Hello, friends. If you claimed Social Security retirement benefits before you were truly ready at 62, 63, or 64, and you have been quietly wondering whether there is anything you can still do about it, this video was made for you. Here is what almost nobody explains when this topic comes up. There are two completely separate options for someone in your situation. They work differently. They cost different things. One has a window that closes faster than you have been told, and if you are past it, you may not know what comes next. The other requires no repayment at all. We are going to walk through both, using what the Social Security Administration's own guidance actually says, so you know exactly where you stand. We are starting with the one you have probably already heard about, and saving the option most people in this situation have never been told about for last. Quick context first. Adults who claimed Social Security retirement benefits before their full retirement age and want to understand whether any options remain open. The goal is to walk clearly through the actual rules so you can avoid common mistakes that cost people real money. Everything shared today comes from publicly available official information, the Social Security Administration, the official Medicare website, and reporting from AARP and Kiplinger, and each source will be named as we go. This is educational content only. It is not personalized financial, tax, or legal advice. And nothing here is a promise that you will receive any specific amount of money before any major decision about withdrawing, suspending, or changing your benefit. Please speak with a licensed financial professional or a benefits counselor who knows your full situation. Now, let us get into what actually matters. The Social Security Administration is not hiding what we are about to cover. These rules are on their official website. The problem is that nobody walks you through both of them together at the moment you need it most, right after you start having second thoughts. If you have ever felt like you did not get the full picture when you made your claiming decision, that is exactly the gap this series exists to fill. If you want clear explanations of Social Security and Medicare rules, the kind that name the source, flag the catch, and skip the panic. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell. One question before we count down. Have you ever logged into your online Social Security account and pulled up your full earnings record, year by year? Tell us in the comments, did anything not match what you remember earning? Leave it there. We will explain why that matters in just a moment. 5 things. Starting at number 5. Number 5. Form SSA-521, the request for withdrawal of application. According to the Social Security Administration's official guidance on benefit withdrawals, if you qualify, this form cancels your original application entirely. Social Security treats it as if you never filed. Your record resets, and your future benefit is recalculated from the age at which you refile. That is what the form does, and it is real. But 5 conditions must all be true. First, you must file within 12 months of your very first payment. Not 12 months from when you changed your mind, 12 months from the date that first check arrived. Pause and write it down 12 months from payment number 1. Miss that date, and this option is permanently gone. Second, you must repay every dollar received monthly benefit amounts. Medicare Part B and Part D premiums withheld. Federal and state taxes withheld. And any benefits paid to family members on your record. Every dollar. Third, Form SSA-521 can only be used once in a lifetime. Fourth, it covers retirement benefits only, not disability. Not survivor. Fifth, every family member who received benefits on your record during that period must provide written consent. According to AARP, for someone who received roughly a year of early benefits, the repayment total typically runs somewhere between $20,000 and $25,000, depending on what was withheld. That is an illustrative range. Your actual figure depends on your specific amounts. One scam alert, the Social Security Administration charges nothing to process this form. If anyone offers to help you file it for a fee, that is a scam. The real form is free. Number 3, the spousal and family benefit cascade. There is a rule in effect since April 30th, 2016, that affects millions of households. According to the Social Security Administration's guidance on voluntary suspension and the Bipartisan Budget Act of 2015 that established it, if you voluntarily suspend your own benefit, every family benefit on your record pauses with it. A spouse drawing a spousal benefit on your record, their check stops the following month. A dependent child or disabled adult child, same result. According to the Social Security Administration, the one protected exception is a divorced spouse drawing on your record who is explicitly carved out and keeps their benefit throughout your suspension. Pause and write it down before any suspension. List every person currently receiving a benefit on your record. Their benefits move when yours does. The same cascade applies to a full withdrawal. Family benefits during the covered period are included in your repayment total, and each affected family member must consent in writing. Number 1. Before either decision, there is a step most people skip. And skipping it means every calculation that follows is built on a number that may be wrong. Every dollar Social Security will ever pay you flows from your primary insurance amount, which is built from your earnings record. If that record contains an error, a year showing 0 when you worked, a year where your employer reported less than you earned, a position that simply does not appear, your primary insurance amount is lower than it should be. According to the Social Security Administration, you can check your full earnings history by logging in to your online Social Security account. Compare every year against your W-2 forms, tax returns, or old pay stubs. If something does not match, you have the right to request a correction with documentation. Write this down, log into your online Social Security account, and check every year you worked. Even one corrected year can meaningfully shift your lifetime benefit, and every option in this countdown works off that base. Number 4. This is the item almost every video on this topic skips, and it is often the real reason people never pursue Form SSA-521, even when they could. The question: if you withdraw your Social Security retirement application, what happens to your Medicare? According to the Social Security Administration's policy guidance, withdrawing your retirement benefit application does not automatically cancel your Medicare enrollment. These are separate programs. If you have enough qualifying work quarters for premium-free Medicare Part A, that hospital coverage can generally continue after a withdrawal. Medicare Part B can continue as well, according to the official Medicare website. Instead of having the premium deducted from a Social Security check, you receive a direct bill and pay it that way. Coverage does not stop. The payment method changes. Here is the clarification most people never hear. The Medicare amounts you repay under Form SSA-521 are the premiums that were withheld from your checks, not the value of medical services you used. Doctor visits, hospital stays, procedures, those are not clawed back. The repayment covers the premiums only. According to the Social Security Administration's policy guidance, this distinction is real and material. For anyone aged 63 or 64 who depends on Medicare for coverage, this is a very different picture than losing health care entirely. A free state health insurance assistance program advisor, available in every state, can walk through the specifics for your situation. Meet Carol. This is an illustrative composite based on patterns appearing consistently in retirement planning, research, and community discussions. Carol is 64. A former school cafeteria worker in rural Indiana. She filed at 62 when her hours were cut. 14 months after her first check arrived, her full-time position was restored. She had heard about Form SSA-521, but assumed she had missed the 12-month window and gave up. A benefits counselor told her 2 things she had never heard. First, withdrawing would not have cost her Medicare coverage. Second, more important, because the window was already closed, there was a completely separate path available at her full retirement age. No repayment, no deadline to race, just a phone call. That path is number 2. Number 2, voluntary suspension, the option the headlines buried, and the answer for anyone whose 12-month window has already passed. According to the Social Security Administration's official guidance, Once you reach full retirement age, 66 if you were born before 1955, 67 if born in 1960 or later, you have the right to voluntarily suspend your retirement benefit. Contact the Social Security Administration. Request the suspension. And payments stop the following month. You do not repay a single dollar already received. From the month you suspend, your benefit grows at 2/3 of 1% per month. According to the Social Security Administration's retirement planning guidance, that equals roughly 8% per year. Suspend for 1 year, 8%. 2 years, 16%. 3 years, 24%. For anyone born before 1955 with a full retirement age of 66, 4 years carries the benefit to age 70 with a 32% gain. For those born in 1960 or later, 3 years from a full retirement age of 67 reaches 70 with a 24% gain. Every future cost of living adjustment is calculated off that higher base, so the compounding effect grows in dollar terms every year for the rest of retirement. Credits stop at 70. Waiting past 70 adds nothing. The Social Security Administration will automatically restart your benefit at 70 if you have not restarted it yourself. You can restart any time before then. The suspension is not permanent. Pause and write down 3 steps. Contact the Social Security Administration. Request voluntary suspension. Confirm the effective month in writing. And remember, number 3, suspension pauses spousal and family benefits on your record, except for a divorced spouse. Know who is on your record before you make that call. 2 paths. Form SSA-521 for the person still inside the 12-month window who can make the full repayment and meets all 5 conditions. Voluntary suspension for anyone who has passed that window or cannot repay, provided they have reached full retirement age. Neither is automatically right. Both depend on your earnings record, your household, your health, and your full financial picture. One note worth adding, the Social Security Administration implemented changes from the Social Security Fairness Act, signed into law in early 2025, eliminating the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. If you ever worked in a public sector job that did not pay into Social Security, check your current benefit statement. An adjustment may already be there. Quick recap. Number 5. Form SSA-521 requires all 5 conditions, and the 12-month window from first payment is the one most commonly missed. Number 4. Withdrawing your application does not cancel. Medicare coverage can continue, and you repay premiums withheld, not the value of care received. Number 3. Suspension pauses. Family benefits on your record. A divorced spouse is the protected exception under the 2016 rule. Number 2. Voluntary suspension. No repayment. 8% annual growth. Available from full retirement age to 70. Number 1. Your earnings record is the foundation. Verify it before anything else. 3. Log in to your online Social Security account tonight and pull your full earnings history 10 minutes. Highest leverage move on this list. 2. Write down every family member drawing benefits on your record before any suspension or withdrawal. Their checks move with yours. 1. Sit down with a licensed financial professional or a free state health insurance assistance program advisor before any decision becomes final. No video can run the math for your specific situation. And one warning, the Social Security Administration will never call you unsolicited asking for a fee to process a withdrawal. If you receive a call, email, or document claiming to help you file for a fee hang-up, that is a scam. If you know someone who claimed early and has been assuming the door is permanently closed, send them this video. The voluntary suspension option is the one most people in that situation have never heard of. Leave a comment. What is the one thing you wish someone had explained before you made your claiming decision? We read every one. And if you ever lost a spouse and are trying to decide whether your own benefit or a survivor benefit is the right choice, the Social Security Administration almost never runs that comparison without being asked, and it can be worth thousands of dollars a year. That is the next video on this channel. Subscribe so you do not miss it.